Unfortunately, the art of silence has been lost in our busy world where noise and chatter dominate every moment. But what if the moments we choose not to speak were just as impactful as the moments we do? How often do we stop to reflect on the true meaning of our silence? Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches us to control ourselves through reason and emotional strength. It is a powerful tool for learning to discern when to speak and, more importantly, when to remain silent. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, wisely said, "It is better to stumble with your feet than with your tongue." How many times do we regret something said hastily or in a moment of anger? Stoicism teaches us not only to avoid impulsive actions, but to use silence as an instrument for personal growth and peace. Imagine facing life's challenges with the calm confidence that your silence can speak louder than any words. Stoic philosophy shows us that silence is not just the absence of speech, but a deeply intentional response, an active force that can help ease misunderstandings, protect us from harm, and guide us to deeper understanding. But when exactly should we embrace silence? Let's discover together 5 key moments when choosing silence is not just a smart decision, but a real life changer. As we delve deeper into these 5 lessons, reflect on how practicing Stoic silence can transform the way you deal with others and your own peace of mind. Imagine being able to end a heated fight with calm, considered silence rather than harsh words. What could a quiet pause reveal about your feelings and thoughts? As we explore these crucial moments of silence, allow Stoic knowledge to guide us. Are you ready to learn more about the profound wisdom of Stoicism? Leave a word before starting your journey. Practice the power of silence in your daily life and observe the transformations it can bring. Do you practice the power of silence? How has he influenced your life? Share your experiences with us. And if you found this content useful and inspiring, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Your participation is essential as we continue to explore the depths of Stoicism together. Lesson 1. The power of silence in Stoicism. The art of silence, often overlooked in today's noisy world, is emphasized by Stoicism as a powerful tool for personal growth and peace, where reflective silence can be more impactful than words. In the fast-paced, noisy world we live in, the art of silence is a rare, often forgotten gem. Every day, we are bombarded by a constant flow of information, noise, and incessant chatter. However, what if I told you that true power lies in silence? Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches us that silence is not just the absence of sound, but a powerful tool for personal growth and inner peace. Imagine yourself in a work meeting where everyone is excitedly discussing a solution to a problem. Voices overlap, ideas are thrown into the air like confetti, and the tension is palpable. In the midst of this chaos, you choose to remain silent, watching and listening carefully. This deliberate act of silence allows you to analyze the situation clearly, identifying nuances that others may have missed in their rush to make themselves heard. When he finally decides to speak, his words are thoughtful and impactful, resonating with the wisdom that only silence can provide. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, said that it is better to stumble with your feet than with your tongue. This ancient wisdom reminds us of the value of thinking before we speak. How many times do we regret something said in the heat of the moment? Silence offers us a pause to reflect, to choose our words carefully, and to avoid unnecessary conflict. Silence is also a powerful response to unfair criticism. When someone criticizes us harshly or unfairly, our instinctive reaction can be defense or attack. However, Stoicism teaches us that true power lies in remaining calm and silent. In doing so, we show an inner strength that cannot be shaken by unkind words. This doesn't mean passively accepting criticism, but rather using silence as an opportunity to reflect on feedback, separate what's helpful from what's destructive, and respond constructively. Furthermore, silence is a form of self-affirmation amidst the ostentation of others. In social situations, we often encounter people who brag about their achievements and wealth. By choosing silence, we distance ourselves from the need to compete and affirm our own virtues and goals. This act of moderation allows us to live a life marked by inner happiness and success, rather than by comparative measures. Silence is also a powerful tool for managing anger and rumors. In moments of anger, our words can be sharp and cause more harm than the reason for the anger itself. By practicing silence, we have the opportunity to calm down, reflect, and respond thoughtfully. Likewise, in the face of rumors and gossip, silence protects us from feeding the cycle of misinformation and allows us to maintain our integrity. Finally, silence is essential when dealing with loss and ignorance. In times of grief, silence gives us the space we need to process our emotions and find a path to healing. When facing ignorance, responding with patience and silence allows us to maintain our dignity and show an inner strength that words cannot express. In short, Stoicism teaches us that silence is an active and powerful force. By embracing the art of silence, we find a path to personal growth, inner peace, and true wisdom. So the next time you find yourself amidst the noise and hustle and bustle, remember the transformative power of silence. Use it as a tool to navigate life's challenges calmly and confidently. After all, sometimes silence can speak louder than any words. Lesson 2. Responding to unfair criticism. Stoicism advises embracing silence when faced with unfair criticism, using it as an opportunity for self-improvement and maintaining integrity, rather than reacting defensively. Imagine that you are in the middle of a meeting at work, presenting a project that you have invested weeks of dedication into. Suddenly, your boss or a colleague starts criticizing your proposal harshly and unfairly. Your first instinct may be to defend yourself or fight back, but Stoicism offers a different and often more powerful approach: silence. Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us to live with wisdom and virtue, advises embracing silence in the face of unfair criticism. This practice is not a sign of weakness or submission, but a conscious choice to maintain integrity and use criticism as an opportunity for self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoics, said that, "If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is wrong, I will gladly change, for I seek the truth." This thought encourages us to listen to criticism, even if unfair, with an open mind and a learning attitude. By responding with silence, you not only avoid unnecessary conflict, but you also demonstrate impressive emotional control. When faced with unfair criticism, silence gives us time to reflect. Is there any truth to what was said? Can we draw any useful lessons from this situation? Rather than reacting impulsively, silence allows us to process criticism objectively, separating what is constructive from what is simply destructive. Furthermore, silence can disarm the critic. When we don't respond with defensiveness or anger, we show that we are unflappable and secure in our own skin. This type of response can often lead the critic to reconsider their words and actions. Let's consider a practical example. Imagine you are leading a project at work and, during a review, your boss gives you a harsh and seemingly unfair criticism. Instead of reacting defensively, you choose silence. Afterwards, you reflect on the feedback calmly. You may discover that, despite the unfair tone, there are points that can be improved in your proposal. By incorporating these improvements, you not only strengthen your project, but also demonstrate a professional maturity that impresses your superiors. This approach isn't just beneficial in the workplace. In our personal lives, when we face criticism from friends, family, or even strangers, silence can be a powerful tool for maintaining peace and harmony. When someone unfairly criticizes us, our silence can prevent a heated argument, preserving relationships and our own emotional well-being. It is important to remember that silence, in this context, does not mean passivity. Instead, it is an active and intentional response. It's choosing not to be shaken by unfair words and focusing on what really matters: our growth and our integrity. So the next time you find yourself facing unfair criticism, remember the lessons of Stoicism. Take a deep breath, choose silence, and use this experience as an opportunity to learn and grow. By doing this, you will not only maintain your dignity, but you will also show an inner strength that few can achieve. After all, as the Stoics teach us, true wisdom and virtue come from within, not from the opinions of others. Adopting this practice can transform your life. Try it and see how silence can be a powerful and transformative response to unfair criticism. Lesson 3. Dealing with boasting. In situations where others brag excessively, Stoicism teaches the value of silent recognition. focusing on one's own virtues and goals rather than engaging in competitive displays. Imagine yourself at a networking event. You are surrounded by colleagues and professionals, all eager to impress each other with their accomplishments. Amid this crowd, a colleague begins to brag excessively about his latest raise, his personal achievements, and his lavish lifestyle. The temptation to compete and assert oneself can be great, but Stoicism offers a different, wiser, and more rewarding approach. Stoicism, a philosophy that preaches wisdom and virtue, teaches us the power of silent recognition. When faced with boasting, the most powerful response is not to try to outdo the other person, but rather to remain calm and focus on one's own virtues and goals. This is a path that not only preserves our integrity, but also promotes lasting inner peace. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, said that it is better to stumble with your feet than with your tongue. In ostentatious situations, this means it is wiser to avoid verbal competition and reflect on what really matters to us. By choosing silence, we show that we don't need external validation to feel successful. Our self-esteem comes from within, based on our own values and genuine achievements. Imagine the scene again. Your colleague is bragging, and instead of jumping in, you smile and nod, listening attentively but not feeling the need to compare yourself. This silent recognition is powerful. He demonstrates an inner confidence that does not depend on the approval of others. And most importantly, it keeps you focused on your own goals and virtues. Boasting is often a mask for deep insecurities. By choosing silence and not engaging in competition, you protect yourself from these pitfalls and strengthen your own path. You realize that your value is not in external comparisons, but in the continuous development of your skills and the pursuit of your personal goals. This Stoic approach not only helps you avoid the stress and anxiety that come with competition, but it also creates a more positive and collaborative environment. When you don't respond to bragging with more bragging, you disarm the need for competition and make room for genuine connections. You become an example of tranquility and self-confidence, qualities that are truly inspiring. Consider a practical example. During a business dinner, a colleague starts talking incessantly about his financial achievements. You could easily feel the need to mention your own accomplishments, but instead you choose Stoic silence. Focus on listening, learning, and reflecting on what really matters to you. At the end of the night, instead of feeling exhausted from the competition, you feel calm and centered, knowing you followed your own values. The practice of silent recognition is a constant reminder that true happiness and success come from within. Stoicism teaches us to value our own virtues and goals without the need for external validation. This not only improves our emotional well-being, but also sets us on a path of continuous and authentic growth. So the next time you find yourself in a boastful situation, remember the lessons of Stoicism. Take a deep breath, smile, and silently acknowledge the other person's value without feeling the need to compete. Focus on your own virtues and goals. As you do this, you will discover an inner peace that is unshakable and a confidence that does not need to be proven. Adopting this practice can transform your social and professional interactions. Try it and see how the power of Stoic silence can enrich your life, bringing a deep sense of satisfaction and personal fulfillment. Lesson 4. Managing anger and rumors. Practicing Stoic silence helps control anger and respond to rumors calmly, preventing escalation and maintaining inner peace, as well as demonstrating commitment to Stoic principles. Imagine yourself in a situation where you discover that harmful rumors are being spread about you in the workplace. Your first reaction may be anger, the desire to confront whoever spread these rumors. However, Stoicism offers a powerful alternative: practicing silence and remaining calm. Stoicism, a philosophy that values wisdom and virtue, teaches that true strength lies in our ability to control our reactions. When faced with anger-provoking situations or malicious rumors, Stoic silence is a valuable tool for maintaining inner peace and preventing conflict from escalating. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, "The best response to anger is silence." When we face situations that provoke us, such as rumors or unfair criticism, responding with anger often only makes things worse. Silence, on the other hand, gives us the time and space to reflect and respond in a thoughtful and effective way. Let's consider a practical example. You hear that a coworker is spreading falsehoods about your professional competence. Instead of confronting this person in anger, you choose silence. This silence is not passive, but a deliberate choice not to fuel the conflict. By remaining calm, you demonstrate emotional control that is impressive and inspiring to others. Additionally, Stoic silence allows you to focus on your own actions and behaviors, rather than being consumed by what others are saying. By remaining calm, you can continue working efficiently and productively, letting your actions speak louder than any rumor. The quality of your work and your professional integrity will eventually disprove any falsehood. Silence also serves as a form of protection against negativity. By not reacting impulsively, you avoid giving power to rumors. The more you respond angrily, the more fuel you give to the gossip. On the contrary, by responding calmly and serenely, you demonstrate that you are above these rumors, focused on your own virtues and goals. Practicing Stoic silence doesn't mean you should ignore rumors or anger entirely. Instead, it means that you should approach these situations with a calm and reflective mind. This may involve, for example, directly and privately approaching the person spreading the rumors, but doing so in a calm and controlled manner. Express your concern and seek to clarify misunderstandings without raising your tone or losing your composure. Furthermore, silence allows for valuable introspection. By reflecting on why the rumors or anger arose, you can gain insights into how to improve your interactions and strengthen your relationships. This reflective approach is aligned with the Stoic principles of continuous self-improvement and emotional resilience. Imagine another situation. A close friend, in a moment of anger, says something that hurts you deeply. Your immediate response could be anger and resentment, but by practicing Stoic silence, you choose not to react impulsively. Instead, you reflect on the situation, considering your friend's emotions and looking for a constructive way to approach the conflict. By doing this, you not only maintain inner peace, but also strengthen friendship by demonstrating empathy and understanding. Stoicism teaches us that our greatest strength lies in how we choose to react to external challenges. By managing anger and rumors with silence and calm, we show a deep commitment to the Stoic principles of self-control, wisdom, and virtue. This practice not only improves our inner peace, but also allows us to live according to our highest values, inspiring those around us to do the same. So the next time you face rumors or feel anger rising, remember the lessons of Stoicism. Choose silence, reflect calmly, and respond in a way that demonstrates your integrity and commitment to virtue. By doing this, you will not only maintain your inner peace, but you will also show the true strength and wisdom that comes from living a Stoic life. Lesson 5. Coping with loss and ignorance. Stoic silence assists in processing grief and dealing with ignorance gracefully, allowing for emotional healing and maintaining dignity by focusing on what can be controlled and letting go of what cannot. Imagine facing a profound loss or dealing with the ignorance of someone who doesn't understand your emotions or views. In these challenging moments, Stoicism offers a transformative approach, reflective silence. This practice is not just an absence of words, but a powerful tool for emotional healing and maintaining dignity. When we are faced with loss, the pain can seem unbearable. Stoicism, however, teaches us that suffering is part of the human condition and that our response to it can determine our ability to find peace. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic thinkers, said, "You have power over your mind, not over external events. Realize this and you will find strength." When facing grief, silence allows us to process the pain in a deep and reflective way, without the need to mask our feelings with words or distractions. This silence is not a sign of weakness or resignation, but a demonstration of inner strength. It gives us the space to feel our emotions fully without judgment, allowing grief to take its natural course. Rather than suppressing pain, silence allows us to embrace it, acknowledge it, and eventually transform it into a deeper understanding of life and ourselves. It is an act of courage and emotional honesty that helps us find meaning even in the darkest moments. Furthermore, Stoic silence is a powerful response to ignorance. We have all encountered people who, due to a lack of understanding or empathy, say things that hurt us or who seem to ignore our experiences and feelings. In these moments, the temptation to react defensively can be great, but Stoicism teaches us to respond with grace and calm. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, advised, "Do not seek for events to happen as you wish, but desire that they happen as they should happen, and your life will be serene." When facing ignorance, silence allows us to maintain our dignity, avoiding fruitless discussions that only serve to fuel conflict. Instead of engaging in heated debates, we choose silence to focus on what really matters: our personal growth and preserving our inner peace. This Stoic approach does not mean that we should completely ignore the actions or words of others. It means we must choose our battles wisely, focusing on what we can control, our own reactions and attitudes. Silence allows us to observe the situation clearly, evaluate what can be learned, and decide the best way to act without being dominated by negative emotions. Consider a practical example. You are at a family gathering and a relative makes an ignorant comment about an issue that is important to you. Instead of responding with anger or frustration, you choose Stoic silence. Take a deep breath, reflect on what was said and, if necessary, address the issue later in a calm and informed manner. This silence not only preserves your inner peace, but also demonstrates a strength that does not depend on the approval of others. Adopting Stoic silence in times of loss and ignorance also teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. We cannot control the actions or words of others, nor can we avoid all the losses we face in life. But we can control how we choose to respond to these situations. We can choose silence, reflection, and dignity, rather than letting ourselves be carried away by anger or despair. So when faced with the pain of grief or the frustration of ignorance, remember the lessons of Stoicism. Allow yourself to feel and process your emotions in silence, finding strength in reflection and acceptance. Maintain your dignity by focusing on what is within your reach and leaving aside what cannot be changed. In doing so, you will not only find deeper inner peace, but you will also demonstrate a wisdom and strength that will inspire those around you. Stoic silence is a powerful tool that helps us navigate life's difficulties with grace and resilience. Practice it and see how it can transform the way you deal with loss and ignorance, providing a more serene and meaningful life.